Baffled and felt cheated? Do you ever wonder why your stock price keeps dropping, despite your hard work, promotions of top-notch products, favorable market conditions, and good publicity? Are the number of stocks you issued under attack by naked short sellers? Do you suspect that the market makers diluting the stocks in your company? Would you happen to know if your stocks are liquidated as phantom shares? Do you have the means to find out if there are price manipulations? If your answer is no, wait. We have the solutions for you. We at ShareIntel offer the tools to help you monitor the market activities of your company stocks. ShareIntel offers unprecedented access and insight into broker-dealer, clearing firm, and shareholder position movements. ShareIntel's Data Repository Information Link (DRIL down) process is specifically designed to arm the company CEO with tools to avoid common pitfalls of poor investor communication, which can lead to inaccurate perceptions about the company. False perceptions, if not effectively countered in a timely fashion, can permanently undermine investment banking efforts, lead to negative analyst reviews, and cause adverse shareholder trading behavior. This behavior ultimately contributes to increased market volatility and frequently impacts a company's market capitalization. Utilizing ShareIntel's patent-pending processes, companies can proactively track equity flows and identify suspicious, aberrant, and/or unusual trading activity. Most importantly, ShareIntel can offer the capability to historically aggregate repository data from reporting entities, broker-dealers, and shareholders. Without subscribing to ShareIntel, your historic individual shareholder data and potential analyses will be potentially lost. How does it work? Step 1. Aggregate. The client company agrees to appoint ShareIntel as its confidential agent to aggregate, compile and rationalize broker-dealer and shareholder data from all known and available relevant sources and entities. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, broker-dealers, securities clearing agents, transfer agents, Broadridge Financial Solutions Incorporated, corporate investor relations, and treasury personnel individually gather, store and distribute shareholder information using different methods, formats, and analyses. ShareIntel logically aggregates all disparate and available information from the above-mentioned sources into a proprietary, centralized, scannable, and searchable dynamic shareholder database. This is the first step in turning static reporting entity, broker-dealer, and shareholder data into a useful and dynamic archival, historic repository consistent with federal record-keeping rules and requirements. Step 2. Analyze. ShareIntel's DRIL down, proprietary patent-pending processes and complex analytical tools are applied to the client company's data, enabling identification of specific share ownership held electronically in street name and physically in private custody. This further enables ShareIntel's platform to dynamically search, filter, and track shareholder movement between reporting entities, broker-dealers, and shareholders by name, holdings, classification, addresses, volume activity, share price, and more. Step 3. Archive. Data not captured is data lost. Much of the data ShareIntel captures on behalf of client issuer companies cannot be obtained looking back in time. Data not captured can be lost forever, often critical to discovery. With this in mind, ShareIntel becomes a critical fiduciary best practices tool as an ongoing historic archival repository of broker-dealer and shareholder records. Step 4. Alert. The ShareIntel platform generates tailored monthly executive summaries in addition to automatic specific email alerts designed to establish relevant and meaningful analyses and utility that every company CEO needs. Robust preset, default or modified filters and query settings are established and installed on the client company's proprietary secure administrative web page. Custom-tailored default settings provide the client company with specific surveillance of share ownership, purchases, sales, custody, and settlement by individuals, institutions, broker-dealers, clearing agents, and custodians. This dynamic platform delivers optimum flexibility, providing the client company CEO with the ability to constantly adjust and amend settings to meet relevant parameters and evolving conditions with the intention to maximize shareholder transparency and knowledge. ShareIntel's platform generates tailored monthly executive summaries in addition to automatic specific email alerts. Example, preset, customized queries and filters generate relevant client company trading analyses for the CEO. Out-of-balance relationships between entities responsible for reporting purchase and sales transactions and those responsible for electronic and physical custody are immediately identified, automatically generated, and pushed to the client company CEO via email alerts. If the CEO desires additional DRIL down information, the email alerts are hyperlinked to the client company's web page, accessible 24/7, facilitating further dynamic real-time detailed analysis and review. Step 5. Act. ShareIntel's team of consultants work hand-in-hand with client company CEOs to delineate the action steps, costs, metrics, and strategic initiatives to best address specific market-related problems. Common client issues uncovered through the ShareIntel Data Repository Information Link (DRIL down) process include stock price manipulation, insider trading, naked short selling, market timing, violation of Rule 144, and corporate governance and compliance violations. ShareIntel's team of consultants is uniquely qualified to answer complex compliance, legal, accounting, proxy, investor relations, and other business issues that will invariably surface during this process. In addition, as part of a comprehensive approach, ShareIntel maintains a value-added external partnership network of highly qualified investment bankers, investor relation professionals, proxy experts, securities and corporate attorneys, and other relevant advisors. The analytical power of ShareIntel's Data Repository Information Link, combined with our experienced teams of consultants, offers the client company an unprecedented level of shareholder intelligence every CEO needs. Our team. The ShareIntel team is comprised of seasoned finance professionals possessing decades of Wall Street experience advising publicly traded companies. ShareIntel's team retains dedicated senior intellectual property counsel to oversee and prosecute all intellectual property strategies, issues, and concerns. David E. Wenger, President and Chief Executive Officer. With over 20-plus years in the securities industry, Mr. Wenger brings a broad range of numerous professional capacities spanning financial advisory work, venture capital, private equity funding, brokerage, and public offerings. From those experiences, Mr. Wenger founded Shareholder Intelligence Services, LLC, ShareIntel, in 2003. Remember, naked short sellers can hit the company value hard enough. Some lost the company value, were delisted, and went bankrupt. If your stock value does not recover because of illegal short selling attacks, your company loses value, ends up with toxic debts, and cannot fund research and development and marketing, therefore, will never attract big accounts and retail investors. It doesn't matter how good or high demand your product or service is. Market manipulators know how to take advantage of FTD for their gains. You need a surveillance system that collects evidence of price manipulation to have a fighting chance to stop their attack or take them to court. The naked short seller's ultimate goal is to bankrupt a struggling startup company so they can walk away with profits and never have to pay gain tax. Besides, as the CEO, you have a fiduciary duty to protect the interest of the board and investors. ShareIntel service is part of due diligence to protect your company's value. To start protecting your company stocks, call now. Call Shareholder Intelligence Services LLC now at 203-838-4200.